right, welcome to CodeBet Daily. This is Tuesday, December 13. I think it's episode 21 of this show. We're not entirely sure. We're just
sounds about right.
making it up as we go, I think. I'm your host, Jaymz Clements. I am the editor of CodeBet. That is an exceptionally good website if you want to go check it out. Lots of betting analysis, stats, game centers, everything you need to be smarter about your wagering. I'm joined by Stats Guy, as always, Liam McAllion.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Way to sell it, pal.
Yeah.
Way to sell it. It's good to be here, guys.
It's like someone's sitting on the other side of Stats
Yeah,
Guys with a gun and
they are.
You better be happy.
They are. You guys get paid for this?
Oh, yeah. It's
And
a job.
we've also got Alex Donnelly, the other stats analysis writer at CodeBet. Alex, he is a guy.
I'm a guy who turned up to work.
Good job. Good job. It's about
Well
time.
done, well done.
22,
After my weekend's efforts. Woo!
22 days into this World Cup, we have the 4 remaining teams. Today's show is literally just about 2 of them. Argentina, Croatia. They play 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, Australian Eastern Time. And to say that the anticipation is high for this is the understatement of the century. This is an absolute belter of a matchup.
Huge.
Cannot wait. Croatia, the giant killers all the way through this tournament, just causing havoc everywhere they go. They beat Brazil. They now come up against another South American favorite in Lionel Messi and the Argentinians, who are chasing that elusive, the one trophy that Messi doesn't have. And he's exceptionally large. You got to have a wing dedicated in your house, right?
I don't know where he keeps all of his trophies. I know some of them are kept at like the clubs.
It's not a cabinet, like it's a wing. Like it's not even a room. It's not even a walk-in robe. Like it's a wing on your house.
It probably
It is
would be.
probably as big as my apartment. Let's be real.
Maybe
I'd say
bigger.
substantially bigger.
I mean, there's a lot of hidden rooms here. Like you guys don't know. You
To be
don't
fair,
know.
we haven't been there.
That's right. Alex is single white femaling it pretty hard over there, so it's all good. Right.
Shout out to Steph. Hello.
Argentina versus Croatia. Let's get stuck in and get out of your hair just so you've got all the information you need to get right around this game tonight. Argentina are $1.82. The draw is $3.30. And I believe Croatia are $5.25.
Not Portugal, like
Yeah.
Stats Guy has written down.
I must have left it there from last time, but that's all right. That's all right. Croatia,
The draw is not out to me the most here, right? Because we've already seen out of the quarterfinals, 2 of those went to draws.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's probably pretty good value. I'm
Have
always
we
a bit
got to the
tentative
6
on
games going to penalties yet? Because remember we said, that's not going to happen, and then we had like 2 more. So I think we've hit 6 games at penalties. So that we've
think
cashed that bet.
Yeah, I think that has hit.
Is it right? Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah! There's another bet for me.
Nice.
But I feel like
check.
this is like in terms of the value of the head-to-head, so $5.25 for Croatia is a bit, I mean,
Bit steep.
it's like, to be honest, it feels kind of short, like $5.25 for Croatia to win this in regulation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that could be a little bit longer. The fact that Argentina's only like $1.82, $1.83, around that $1.80 mark, it's like, all right, cool. That's probably the most likely outcome here. But the draw just sort of sticks out to me the most as the most value there right off the bat. But again, I mean, going into this, how do you feel about those prices? $5.25 for Croatia. What do you think, gentlemen?
I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. Just sort of the way you look at it, the way the 2 teams have played throughout the tournament, like you had $1.30 against $9.50, I think it was the other day for Croatia and Brazil. Just sort of the way, like, you know, if Argentina didn't switch off the other day, it was another easy sort of win for them, and they won't do that again here. So getting a bit better odds than you got the other day against the Netherlands, and arguably the Netherlands are probably a better team than Croatia.
Yep.
Yeah,
so there's value on that head-to-head. I like that then.
Yeah, I think Croatia, just the fact that it's a semi-final and they've shown that anyone can win if you can get a draw, or I think they could even be shorter odds, but it's probably about right just from the squad depth and how they've gone about their wins, whereas Croatia have sort of just got over the line. I know Argentina just got over the line last game, but they've looked a lot better this tournament.
Yeah, it's like one of those ones where Croatia sort of just choking the life out of a game and just eking out.
Which they could do again, but
I mean, the way that they won against Brazil was just chaos. Like the last minute equalizer,
Yeah. It was a bit lucky.
Pretty lucky one, really. Like for me, I like the value on Argentina. I like the value on the draw. And I think Argentina eventually probably go through in this one. That's my vibe. But we're going to change it up. We're going to go 2-4-4. 2 players to look out for. 4 reasons
to get around
4-4-2,
which is usual.
The formation,
exactly.
We should have done that. Come on.
Did you get that? That's what it was all about, the 2-4-4. We're just going backwards.
So 2 defenders and 4 strikers. Hell yeah. That's some FIFA-esque stuff.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
And then, so the 2 players to look out for the most, 4 of the big things we're going to be looking out for in this game. And then, of course, I mean, it was 4 bets. It might now be 6 because I might just throw in 1 or 2 myself, just right in, rough shot over the top. Now it's the semis, the big dog.
I was about to say, he's been leaving us to do all the 60 games.
He's like,
we've done 60 games ourselves, and he's just going to go, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to jump in. You haven't done the hard yards. It's been torture.
I think you have to get on TikTok and get roasted.
Words. I think I've done the hard yards.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, bang, he returns.
No, in fairness, he's got a point. I spelled names 3 different ways a week. So
Casemiro, I nailed it first time, and somehow he's still putting the eye before the
Gru rocked up in one of our.
Where's Gakpo? Give me some Gakpo. Right. 2 players to look out for in this one. It's pretty obvious, pretty easy. 2 super duper stars.
Yeah, at least Stats Guy didn't tell us a left back this time.
Left backs are my favourite players, but you got Lionel Messi versus Luka Modric. They're both in their last World Cup. Everyone's talking about Messi's last World Cup. You got Modric's last World Cup. He's still had an amazing career. They're both going to probably go head to head a little bit. Modric likes to sit back a little bit and defend as like a centre defensive midfielder. So when Messi cuts in, they'll be head to head. It'll be very exciting to watch.
That's awesome. And in terms of Modric, how has he sort of kept this up? That's the sort of question. Messi, you understand, he's one of the greatest of all time.
Always, yeah.
Modric, you just everybody was kind of it's kind of neat that he's still there. He's still he's still effective, but he's not going to be able to hit those heights. Oh no, he's hitting those heights again. This is the dude who won the golden ball.
Golden ball, yes.
He's not
as good of stats because he's a bit older, but he's getting more production from people around him, which is great. But he just is there and he provides that leadership and belief that they can still go all the way.
It's like that old dude you always come up with if you've ever played club footy in 2s that's 70 years old and gets
local
80
basketball
possessions
as well,
a game. And you're like, how does he do it? It's because he's smarter than everyone on the field and he's still fit. But you're like, he had 80 possessions and wherever we kicked it, he was there.
Yeah,
Luka
just sets him
Modric
up.
is just there. And you're just like, I don't get how he does it, but he's always in the right spot because his mind's still sharp, and that's sort of the main thing that's got him to where he is.
Doesn't have to run too much he doesn't have to run as much anymore. He's sort of just
sharp. He's not in his doting.
No, he's not that old. Yeah,
yeah, but also you think you sort of lose it one short of your fitness goes because if you mentally blow up as well as physically blow up, you just cooked.
Fair enough.
And that's the thing. He might have lost a step or two, but he's just like, no, I'm still the smartest dude here.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to have all of his food mashed up or anything like that. He's not that old.
I mean, you don't know that. He might like his food like that. Everything in bar form because food is power and power is food.
Nice. Man. Right. So 2 players. I mean, they're the obvious answers there. Messi has been electric pretty much this entire World Cup. He has been absolutely phenomenal from the get-go. 100% looked at this tournament and went, right, this one's mine. We're going to do it. Jump on my back, boys. We're going to go to the World Cup finals. They've made the semi. It's all coming down to this one. Gee, you'd hate to choke in this moment, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
I know.
Oh, God.
It's Argentina's to lose. Croatia have a lot less pressure on them that no one really thinks
Stats
they're
guy
win
with
this.
the big call. Put that on TikTok.
But yeah, no one really thinks Croatia is going to win this. But yeah, there's all the pressure's on Messi. Messi loves the pressure though, so I think
there's 4 million Croatians who might beg to differ.
But they're the only ones that would say they're the favourites. Argentina clearly the favourites.
I mean, a lot of people might hate Argentina, so they're like, yeah, Croatia.
That is true. Yeah, they a lot of people actually are hating Argentina. When they won the penalties, I know there was a big fight early in the game, but they weren't respectful at all. They just got in their faces, and that was pretty bad. I think for someone
you're progressing South Americans.
Yeah, that was so. Lots of people didn't like them after that.
Well, it was the Europeans also getting up in their grills, right? So that entire game was just a bit of argument.
Oh, feisty, yeah.
Loved it. All right, 4 reasons, 4 big things we're going to look at in this game. What are we feeling? How are we going? I mean, obviously, it's a World Cup semi-final. Alex might even wake up and watch it. You never know.
100% waking up because it's a good time. It's 6 a.m. You beauty. So we don't need my replacement yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. I got that meeting later today. I'm kind of worried about that. So
it's not on a Friday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. So I'm kind of scared.
That's the big fire day. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm just going to avoid everyone till Friday at 2:00.
Sweet. Obviously, so there's one of the things to get around this. Like we're all stoked. It's a 6 a.m. start.
Oh, so happy.
Can we also point out though that it's 10 p.m. in Qatar, so these extra time games go to 1 a.m. local time.
Is it actually? I didn't even know.
Yeah, they're only 8 hours behind us.
I know it's trying to keep up. That's pretty ridiculous.
But it's also the heat, getting into the good time zone in America and Europe. It
makes sense, but that's very, very late for sport. Anyway.
Tough local time. Right, what else are we looking at in this one, gentlemen?
Oh, I was just talking earlier about the goalkeepers for both teams. So you got Emi Martinez, who sort of saved them in the Copa America. He sort of got them through that tournament, and he's done the same again. He's been great in penalties. Then you got Livakovic for Croatia. He was amazing last game. I think that this won't be easy to get through. You're going to have to finish your chances into the bottom corners. Otherwise, it'd be very hard to get past these keepers. All the top corners, or anywhere else that the keeper's not, but just more. They're very good up above, whereas they've conceded a few down the bottom, I noticed. And
you got two insanely passionate fan bases. This is the next level insanity. There's, Federation Square was nuts. Whatever the Argentinian version of Federation Square is will be going off its tits.
I think it's called
whatever time
Buenos Aires. There you go. Done.
Yeah, I think their whole country looks like
everyone in Split, Havad, Dubrovnik. They're going off their minds as well. Bit of Game of Thrones action. Someone might get stabbed with a sword. Who knows?
I don't know about that one.
Well, it's like when Iran won that game, or Saudi Arabia, the guys were going outside their door firing off their AKs. It was madness.
That is madness.
Not entirely sure what the sort of correlation is, but here we are.
Here's a sword.
But really,
too much Game of Thrones.
It does very much come down to these two teams. It's such a great setup, right? In terms of their midfields. Who do we think sort of got that advantage across, in terms of the game styles and the strengths of each team? I mean, we've got two pretty solid midfields here. Who do you like more in the midfield and then going up front?
Argentina have more game breakers than Croatia do. Croatia, just like the Netherlands last game, it's more that level that they're going to play it no matter what. And it's whether or not Argentina can sort of eclipse that with moments of brilliance and then sort of, revert back to the mean.
Yeah, you got Argentina's midfield who, very strong, and they're more attacking, and they can be a threat forward, whereas a lot of the Croatian midfielders like to play that CDM defensive sort of role, and they might keep this game close, but they won't provide as much attacking threat as Argentina.
You're also waiting for Angel Di Maria, Alvarez, and Lautaro Martinez to finally explode onto this tournament.
Yeah, they've done
next to nothing all tournament. And
three of their best players.
They only need half a second and one thing is just okay, that's why they're that good. So if they can actually do that and help Messi, because he's put this team on his small little shoulders and has dragged these buggers all the way through to a semi-final.
Now, I'm going to stop you there. They're not entirely small, short. He's still a normal-sized man. He's just short. He's short.
He's very small.
He's still built like a brick outhouse. Those shoulders are still pretty hefty.
I reckon Stats Guy could bench more than him.
I think so. He's a pretty big dude.
I probably not. I don't know. We'll test it out.
He's the perfect combination of the perfect blend of speed and power.
But even talking about Angel Di Maria, Alex, I'm surprised he didn't start last game. I feel like
he's old, slow, and
he is older. Nothing. He's older, but I would even just play him for the first half. Just you need that experience in a big game. If
this is like you wanting to play Ronaldo. If they're not playing good enough and the team's playing better without him, keep him on the bench.
I never said I wanted Ronaldo. Maybe
you did. You should start Ronaldo if they make the final. It's a good story. Shush. They're going home.
I just think, you got to have that experience on your team. So I wouldn't be surprised if Di Maria starts this one.
All right. So in terms of the game style, how do we expect this to play out? We expect Croatia to sort of try to get a bit of a jump early, or do they just try to weather the attack and then just?
I reckon they might weather. Yeah.
Break them down. Just chip away.
That's what they've done the last 3 games. Yeah, they've done that. Croatia have done that last 3 games. They sort of try and control the possession, frustrate the opposition, sit back, maybe counter attack because they've got some pretty good wingers and finishers up front. but I think they'll try and smother it all game, and then it might break open in extra time like their last game.
Yep.
All right, I like it.
Or the 90th minute or something like that.
This is such a great setup for a game, though, isn't it? Like, it's just two kind of, slightly contrasting game styles.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing that sets up for just like an epic clash. Like, it feels to me like this is very sort of England-France as well, but without the sort of super-duper star.
Bit less quality, but yeah.
Cover, right? Like,
yeah.
It's like you've got sort of the combination of the big names, obviously, but the way that the teams play, it's really, really conducive to just a really solid game of football.
Yeah.
I'm excited as hell for this. So let's do it. 4 bets, and I'll throw in some sprinkle something on the top myself. What do we got? Let's start with Alex. What have you got? 2 best bets for me. Hit me up, Mr. Donnelly.
Yeah, I'm going with Argentina to get the job done, halftime, full-time. They can score in the first half and just hold on with a 1-0 win, and we cash in. That's $3 with Bluebet. I think they just have that little bit extra here against Croatia. I just think that's good enough odds. So I don't want to really take $1.80. And then both teams to score. So, even if it's a 2-1 win, we're still going to cash in, because if Argentina lead at full time, we get that. So, yeah, both teams to score, $2.20 with Bet365. Going to play this one conservatively. I think it's going to be a tight tussle, and Lionel Messi the difference.
All right. Have you got a goal scorer in there for me as well that you can throw out?
Yeah, I'll go Alvarez with a setup from Messi, and maybe McAllister as well, just coming in from outside the box.
Nobody's left him home alone today. Right. Liam, what have you got? Stats guy, hit me up.
Yeah, I'm going Argentina head-to-head. Like we were sort of saying, I'm surprised a little bit that they're $1.83. They've just got a lot more depth. They seem to have had much better tournament, and they just know how to play in those big tournaments, a lot of experience. And then I'm going Lionel Messi. Got an assist again last game. Another assist this one, $3.25, which is a very short for someone to get an assist. But like he showed last game, he sort of can open up the play. They're sort of concentrating on him. They might swarm on him, pass it off, assist again, I reckon.
But this is also like when Harry Kane was $2.30 to score a goal early on, and Mbappe was $1.80 against Australia to score a goal. It's like, okay, you just, because they're so,
you think
so
it will happen,
and you're going to be there, it's just like, they're going to be that short. Whereas, a normal player is like $7.
It's a bit more value than a goal as well. I think he could, again, get a goal and an assist, but I'm going back into
and have a look around, because some of those betting markets do have to score and assist, and you've probably got to take for that. You'd probably take about $2.
That's true, yeah.
So it's like, I think we had one the other day. It was like Messi to score or assist. And it was $2.60, and we cashed.
You'll take anything over $2, you should take that.
100%. I actually really like that as well. Like it was the Messi assist on the first goal.
Amazing, yeah.
As well.
The no look assist.
Just threads it between 3 dudes, right in the bathrooms, man. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Have you got an actual goal scorer as well that you want to throw out there, Liam? Who do you think gets amongst it?
If Di Maria starts, I think he could score. I think he sort of is very classy. He can dribble from the wing, and I feel like he could get out the back and might score one. But
I like it.
If he starts, yeah.
So
just a bit of a different one, yeah.
4.30 for Di Maria on better.
Yeah, okay.
My 2 right at the top. If I'm going to give you a goal scorer, I'm going to go. I got to go Messi. Like, I'm just going to go Messi, because
fair enough.
This is the moment. It's just like $2.38 on better at the moment. I don't want to play it with such a straight bat. Like, I would have looked at someone like Alvarez, but the fact that he's only $2.98, it's just sort of like,
bit short.
I kind of like that. I'm going to go on Messi, just because if there's a penalty at some point, we're going to see him step up.
Penalty as well. He's going to score.
Off we go. What else we got? My other favorite one was Argentina to win both halves.
Ooh.
550. I love this one, because the way I see this playing out, 1-0 after the first half, 2-1 in the end. 3-1 in the end was my actual score that I've got written down. So they take both halves at 550, feeling good in my over.
That's pretty good odds, yeah.
Over 2.5 goals as well I had that right there. Way to go. It's $2.42.
So wow. What's the unders? The unders pretty short.
Unders $1.57. So they expect a very, very, very tight game. Right. But I'm going over 2.5. I think it's about, I reckon it's either the Argentina 2-1 or the Argentina 3-1. What are your predictions, gentlemen? Let's go with you, Stats Guy.
Yeah, I think Croatia might be a bit negative and sit back. I think Argentina will counterattack. 2-0 Argentina.
I like it. Alex, what do you think?
2-1 Argentina.
I like it. I've gone 3-1. I think there's just I think it's 2-1 for most, like basically, as I said, 1-0 at half, or maybe 2-0, and then they sort of roll out. Pretty similar to what you saw against the Netherlands, but I think there might be, if they let Croatia get another one, I think they fire back up and score another one of their own, and 3-1 is where we land. So
Yep.
I think it's going to be a wildly exciting game.
Will be.
And of course, I say that, and it's going to be a dour affair. If the bookies think it's going to be under 1.5 goals, and I'm just saying, maybe it will be.
I think it could be low scoring just because Croatia could sit back. But if one of the teams scores, they'll become more attacking, and it might open up.
It'll be on for young and old. I am excited. I'm big Kev style for this one. What is it? 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, Australian Eastern Time.
Perfect.
We'll be there to wrap it all up for you as well on Wednesday, tomorrow.
And
Exciting.
And then preview the France-Morocco game.
That's it. So that's the next
Good.
show. We'll be previewing France, Morocco, France, and wrapping up this absolute, hopefully, belter of a game for you. But that's it. Co-Bet Daily for today. Surprise twist. Guess what?
Back again. Almost finished for the World Cup, but we'll be back.
Yeah, love it. Exciting times. We will keep running shows all the way through this World Cup as well, BT dubs, and have you all sorted. So make sure you get around the show, subscribe on your podcast app, not even your Fodcast app, like I said yesterday. Good times. Like, review it, star it, all the good stuff. Chuck us a follow on the socials. What's that? Facey, IG, Twitter, TikTok. You can find us CodeBet. It's CodeBet AU usually. But just give it a search. You can see the world famous stats guy and the world famous extremely wrong Alex Donnelly.
Hell yeah. You're going to do something, do it right.
Getting clowned by a bunch of 14-year-old Brazilians, I think, last time we saw him. Anyway.
No, I think there's a bunch of Portuguese dudes calling me an idiot for saying Ronaldo sucked. So, yeah. Well, I kind of got that one right.
You're spot on with that, yeah.
Bunch of Croatians coming after you. Watch out there. Either way, any questions, any bets you want us to have a look at, send them in via the socials. And that's it. Thanks to Gerald for producing once again. He's off his deathbed. You love to see that.
Thank you, Gerald.
And, of course, to Alex, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sky as well.
Thank you. Go Argentina.
And hopefully, your mum's haircut, when she sits you down with Santa with that new haircut.
Why is this a new thing?
Fresh cut McAllion.
Fresh cut McAllion. He's got his, yearly photo with Santa, and I'm a McAllion.
What did you actually ask for him? What did you ask him for this year?
New bike.
Just out of curiosity.
Argentina to win the World Cup.
Cash that. All right, I've been Jaymz Clements. Go check out CodeBet. That's a very, very, very good website. All your betting analysis and comparison needs all in one handy spot. Love to see it. CodeBet's awesome. Go check it out. We'll catch you tomorrow. CodeBet Daily. CodeBet Daily. Out.